CSK is just not a team, it's an emotion. Dhoni is completely a different personality. His room is always the way Rituraj is batting and our batting strength. Then Stokes has to fire. And definitely, if we do well in Chepauk, our fortress, we all know how Chepauk is. And if we can, CSK has always done well in Chepauk, and we saw that in the last night. If we can win more games at home, definitely we stand a chance to win championship. Pandey, to see his record in domestic, he's a terrific death bowler. Mark my words. But I would definitely want Dhoni to play a couple of more seasons. You can say Natarajan, Varun Chakravarti, yes, Sai Sudarshan for an example. All these guys.
If Dhoni comes to Chennai, he loves going on night rides.
Yeah, I personally experienced those moments. We were having a practice session in Chepauk, and I had to go to a sports shop in Chepauk, just next to the stadium. Suddenly, someone came with a bike and he offered me to drop there. So it was, of course, it was Dhoni. He asked me still remember that day. That was the game where Jasprit Bumrah made his debut. He got a couple of wickets. He got Virat Kohli out.
In conversation with us is the former RCB and CSK player, the current commentator, very energetic wicket-keeping batsman KB Arun Karthik with us. Hello, sir.
Hello.
So there's a famous scorecard in cricket, I guess, in the year 1978 in Ashes Test, which reads, Lily caught Dilly, balled Willie. Similarly, in IPL 2013, RCB versus Mumbai Indians, there was this scorecard which read Murli Karthik bowling to Dinesh Karthik with Arun Karthik as keeper. So I think it reads Karthik, bowling Karthik, wicket keeping Karthik. So what do you have to say about this crazy parallel?
Strange coincidence, but we're all pretty good friends. Murli Karthik, I mean, he's pretty senior to me, but is a very dear friend and a very good bowler. And I mean, Dinesh is close to me. I mean, I've played with him since under 14 days, very dear. Still, we play together. I mean, he's also into commentary now, and it's a great scorecard to have.
Also, in the very same game against Mumbai Indians, you stumped Ricky Ponting. Not just that, you also were a part of, I think, Sachin Tendulkar's run out. Should have been a very special day, isn't it, as a wicketkeeper? How was that day for you?
Of course, yeah. I mean, I'll take it any day. I mean, it's a special day, and I can still remember that day. That was the game where Jasprit Bumrah made his debut. He got a couple of wickets. He got Virat Kohli out, and then we were struggling. RCB was struggling at 40 for 4, and me and Chris Gayle stitched a partnership. I think got close to 160 runs. I think that set up the game. And when we were fielding that moment, I mean, very important game for us. That was the IPL opener, and I'm glad that happened with Sachin and Ricky Ponting. Memorable day for me. Sachin got run out. Good throw from Jaydev Unheard, I guess, and Ricky Ponting, yeah, stumping.
So now let's get into a quick segment called This or That. So I think it should be easy for you. Which team would you play for if given a chance? Tamil Nadu or CSK?
CSK, of course. I think Tamil Nadu have played a lot, over the years. 8 years I played. Once I would prefer to play for CSK and sign off.
Which team would you play for? CSK or RCB?
CSK, but I have played for RCB. They have given me a lot of chance. But given a chance, I will play for CSK.
TNPL or IPL?
TNPL is very close to my heart. I've done a lot of good things in TNPL, but IPL is something a different league, and definitely TNPL.
Your best wicket, was it Ricky Ponting or Sachin Tendulkar?
Sachin, of course. I think the run out remains. I still have that still with me. I still have the photograph with me. I think God. So that's the closest I've gone to God.
Who do you think is the better wicketkeeper, Dinesh Karthik or Arun Karthik?
Of course, Dinesh Karthik. I mean, I started off as a leg spinner. So till under 19 days, I was a leg spinner. over the years, I became a batsman, and there's a story how I became a wicket keeper. But definitely, Dinesh Karthik is definitely a better wicket
Okay.
keeper.
If you had to just pick one, would you choose wicket keeping or batting?
Of course, batting. I hate wicket keeping.
Why? Why would you hate wicket keeping?
It's pretty taxing, to be honest.
Who's a better opening batsman for CSK, Ruturaj or Murli Vijay?
Tough one. Both different eras. It's like how Sachin Tendulkar or Virat Kohli. Both are different eras. I think Murli Vijay.
Who's a better all-rounder for CSK, DJ Bravo or Albi Mokal?
I feel DJ Bravo because the impact he has created, the way he bowls at the death overs. Death overs is something not many people have that skill to do. I think DJ Bravo has done really well there, and of course his batting single-handedly has won many games.
No categories given, but if you had to choose, Cosmopolitan or Royal Challenge?
RC.
Well, that was a good this or that. Now, with the same energy, we are going for a quick fire round. It's going to be rapid. I'm sure you're going to give us some rapid, interesting answers. Who do you think will be the winning team?
RCB.
Wow. Who do you think is going to get the orange cap?
Ruturaj Gaikwad.
Amazing. Who do you think is going to get the purple cap?
Chahel.
So, who would be the best emerging player of the season?
Sai Sudarshan.
So, coming back to questions about Arun Karthik, the toughest bowler you kept wickets to?
Varun Chakravarti.
Interesting. The toughest bowler you have faced?
Maybe Dirk Nanes, the angle at which he bowls, very brilliant.
You were also a part of CSK before you were a part of RCB. So you've had experiences from CSK and RCB. So if you have to say why CSK has been having an upper hand in IPL as a whole?
CSK is just not a team, it's an emotion. Whenever you represent a team uh, with winning culture, of course, that winning culture happens because of the process. I think the management, we have to give credits to the management because they have been running cricket for past 40 years now. I think they know how cricket works. They know how ups and downs works in the sport, and they kind of give the freedom to the players to express themselves. Even this game, if we take, Shivam Dubey didn't do well in the first game, and Tushar Deshpande didn't do well in the first game, but still they backed Tala Dhoni, backed them. I think the way Shivam Dubey was promoted number three, I think we need to give a lot of credit to Tala Dhoni and the management and the support staff to backing players like these, and that's been the culture of CSK.
Of course, as you said, captaincy matters. So back in 2010, you were part of CSK, the championship winning team, and the very next year you were part of RCB, which went up till finals. And I think Dhoni was the captain of CSK, and Daniel Vetri was the captain of RCB. So how was it working with both these captains? What are the differences that you see in Dhoni as a captain and Vetri as a captain?
Both were special. Our 2011 finals was at Chepauk against CSK, and yeah, that's a cool memory to have. Tala Dhoni is completely a different personality, and he knows how to get the best out of the players. And his room is always open. You can always jump in, talk to him. You can always go have a conversation with him. I remember having a conversation with him while traveling in South Africa 2009. I mean, he gave a lot of meaningful insights. When that time I was not having that kind of an perception to get that what he meant during that conversation. But it did help me a lot. Daniel Vittori, yes, he has captained a lot for New Zealand, and he has also got a different theory of backing the players and management.
Now, talking about CSK and IPL 2023, what do you think are the chances for CSK to win?
First game didn't go well, but the way Rituraj is batting and our batting strength, Ben Stokes has to fire. And definitely, if we do well in Chepauk, our fortress, we all know how Chepauk is. And if we can, CSK has always done well in Chepauk, and we saw that in the last night. If we can win more games at home, definitely we stand a chance to win the championship. Of course, yeah, our bowling seems a bit off, but I think it's all youngsters. Tushar Deshpande, if you see his record in domestic, he's a terrific death bowler. And mark my words, he'll definitely win you matches. Even yesterday, if you see first over, he went for a lot of runs. He's basically not a power play bowler. Mumbai, they won Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. They didn't use him in the power play. They used him in the middle overs and the death. He's a terrific death bowler. He's got a brilliant Yorker and he's got pace. So if we can mix it up, and I think our bowling is started with Magala coming in, definitely our bowling will look very good.
CSK and Dhoni have become inseparable to say, but we've been hearing speculations that this could be Dhoni's final season in IPL. What are your thoughts about it?
It's a wrong question to ask a player. I mean, it's like, will this be your last game? It's an emotion. I mean, it's not the right thing. I feel it's not the because so long you have contributed for the nation, you have contributed for the, to the franchisee and the people. Even if it's the last season, I'm okay with that. I mean, the way he has contributed, I think that's what I personally feel. I, and even if it's the last season, he has done tremendously, contributed tremendously for the country and for the people, for the nation, and of course, yeah, CSK fans. And yeah, winning, it would be a great winning and finishing it off in style like as usual, Tala Dhoni style. It would be great, but I would definitely want Dhoni to play a couple of more seasons. It will be free to watch. We saw it yesterday. He still has got a lot of cricket in him.
Definitely, definitely. The way he's transitioned from, being the Indian cricketer to man in mind and in Chennai has been amazing. Now, talking about RCB, they've had not so good seasons, but RCB has, I guess, come up till finals for 3 seasons, and in the past 3 seasons itself, they've qualified till playoffs. But still, there is a look that they are an underperforming team. Why do you think there is this harsh take against RCB?
Pretty simple. People always look at the results, the championships. Nobody looks at the second, the runners up. It's always the champions, right? So until or unless you win championship, nobody is going to rate you as a top team. But personally, I think RCB has done really well. They have been the entertainers of IPL. Chris Gale Strom was there, AB de Villiers, and there are of course Virat Kohli, the kingmaker. So yeah, until or unless you win, you're gonna be rated as underrated team. And yeah, the for the past 3 years they have qualified continuously, and they have the most wins in the past 3 years. I think if you see their transformation, I think they have done really well over the past 3 years. Their scouting team is very good, one of the best in the amongst all franchises. They have got a good support system. Support staff have been brilliant for RCB. It's just a matter of time. I wish they win this year. Isala, definitely.
Now, talking about TNPL, what do you think is TNPL's impact in Tamil Nadu's cricket as such, like as a whole?
Yeah, of course. TNPL has been phenomenal tournament. If I'm not wrong, it's the most watched tournament after IPL. The TRP ratings are great after IPL. For a tournament well organized, they have like Star Sports organizing the tournament. So TNC has done a great job with TNPL, and it has helped a lot for the Tamil Nadu cricket. We winning back-to-back Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, and people getting into IPL more often than not. You can say Natarajan, Varun Chakravarti, Sai Sudarshan for an example. All these guys, it's because of TNPL. No, not many people know Varun Chakravarti was a opening batsman. Him and me opened in a tournament, local tournament in Madurai, and
He was an opening
yeah,
batsman.
he was an opening batsman. So we both like opened for a team, and I got out for 50, and he went on to score 99. He got out for 99 in that game, and he was a medium pacer basically. And I mean, he has come a long way, right? He is an architect. We all know he's an architect, and he thinks his cricket like an architect. So where he can invent, where he can like add stuff. He sometimes like it. He sometimes overthinks, but it's overthinking is okay than not thinking.
I'm going to ask about CSK, CSK's dressing room, and all of that. So, we've heard that if Dhoni comes to Chennai, he loves going on night rides, he loves eating biryani.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, I personally experienced those moments. I think in 2008, I guess we were having a practice session in Chepauk, and I had to like go to an sports shop in Chepauk, just next to the stadium. We had a sports shop, and I was just walking, and suddenly someone came with a bike, and he offered me to drop there. So it was, of course, it was Tala Dhoni. He asked me like, where are you going? I told him like I'm going to this nearby sports shop to buy some grips and stuff. So he dropped me there, and I went into the shop, and I was doing some buying some stuff, and suddenly in 5 minutes he came back. Some problem with his bike, some engine oil got over. So he came inside the shop, and I mean, it was great. I mean, suddenly the people started knowing that Dhoni is here, and it was crowded. Almost like 200, 300 people were outside the shop suddenly, and we went and bought the engine oil in a car, and then I mean, we both drove back to hotel from the sports shop. I think it was a tremendous experience.
Sir,
And
CSK's dressing room is something everybody is curious about. So, you've been there. What is that one memory which you cannot forget about CSK's dressing room?
I think we need to go back to 2008. I think we won the first game in at Mohali against the Punjab, and we came back to Chennai for our second game against Mumbai, and we got down from the bus, and we were approaching to the dressing room. The dressing room was, of course, soundproofed, so we got settled down in the dressing room, and to my right was Makka Antony, and to my left was Stephen Fleming. Then he was a player. So we were getting ready for our warm ups, and we were putting on shoe. And suddenly, someone opened the door, and the roar was unbelievable. It was like there's a scene in Bahubali where the
Yeah, everybody
entire
starts shouting Bahubali and it starts to
everybody
shake.
starts shouting Bahubali, and it starts. I mean, it's
Yeah,
like
the
it's a
place starts to shake.
yeah, it's like a mini earthquake. That's how the situation was, and that's how the Chennai crowd was. That's how loud that Chennai crowd was. And I think as players, we are blessed to experience that. I think that's one of my best memory of CSK dressing room. I think that's the first impression. There's a saying that the first impression is the best impression, and CSK and CSK fans are the best. I think the roar was love was. I mean, I would say it was tremendous.
Also, talking about RCB and Virat Kohli, I guess you've seen him grow, right, from his initial days to where he is right now. So, what do you have to say about Virat Kohli and his game?
Virat Kohli is a tremendous character, to be frank. He's a Delhi boy, proper Delhi boy. I think it all started from 2013, where he was flamboyant, that energetic, proper Delhi attitude guy. And I can still remember one of the matches, one of the IPL games, his bat I mean, it got broke, and he wanted somebody's bat, and I told him like just wait for a hour, I'll get the bat right, because I always carry the bat repair stuff like the araldite or the threading everything. So I kind of like got his bat repaired instantly in less than an hour, and then gave it to him, and he went on to win the match for RCB. And he kind of like came back and gave me a hug, like telling me this innings is for you and for the bat. So that's kind of an good memory I have with Virat Kohli. And of course, RCB is an I mean, there's one thing is common between CSK and RCB is their fans.
So it was such a nice conversation. Also, you told us a lot about CSK, RCB, and a lot more. I think it was such a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.